Duggar fans, buckle up because we've got a pregnancy shocker that no one saw coming. Word is swirling that a Duggar twin pregnancy has been kept under wraps, and Jana Duggar is not happy about being left out of the loop. This revelation is shaking the family dynamic, raising questions about secrecy, loyalty, and the ongoing drama that seems to follow America's most famous fundamentalist family. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Who's pregnant? Why was it kept private? And why is Jana furious? Let's get into it. In today's deep dive, we're breaking down everything you need to know. We'll uncover who's allegedly pregnant with twins and why the news was kept under wraps. We'll look at Jana Duggar's frustration, why she feels left out and even betrayed by her own family. Then, we'll rewind to explore the Duggar family's long history of secrecy, control, and carefully curated public image. Of course, we'll check in on what fans and the media are saying, because the reactions online have been nothing short of explosive. And finally, we'll zoom out to see how this new pregnancy shocker fits into the bigger picture of the Duggar family brand and their shifting place in pop culture. The Duggar family has always been known for sharing their biggest milestones front and center: courtships, weddings, and of course, pregnancies. For years, fans have almost come to expect that the moment a Duggar daughter or daughter-in-law becomes pregnant, the announcement follows quickly, often through social media posts, family blogs, or even magazine exclusives. That's why this alleged twin pregnancy reveal has everyone buzzing, not because it's happening, but because it's been happening quietly. Whispers began circulating in fan groups and online forums that a Duggar couple is expecting twins, but unlike previous announcements, this one hasn't been showcased in the usual celebratory fashion. Instead, it seems deliberately kept under wraps. Which raises the question, why the secrecy? Some speculate that timing played a role. Perhaps the family is trying to avoid overshadowing other events or manage their public image carefully after years of scrutiny. Others suggest deeper family tensions may be at play, where not every sibling is being kept equally in the loop. And when it comes to the Duggar family, image and brand control have always been critical. This is where Jana Duggar enters the picture. At 34, Jana is the oldest daughter in the family and has often been referred to as the Cinderella Duggar, the sister who stayed home, took care of younger siblings, and never stepped into the spotlight with her own courtship or family of her own. While her younger sisters have married, started families, and shared their joy publicly, Jana's story has remained strikingly different. According to fan speculation and reports, Jana is not happy about being left in the dark about this pregnancy. For someone who has been the backbone of the household, stepping into the role of a second mother, this secrecy could easily feel like a betrayal. Why celebrate everyone else's milestones while sidelining the sister who has sacrificed the most for the family's day-to-day life? Jana's rumored frustration highlights her complicated position. On one hand, she's deeply loyal to her family and rarely speaks out publicly. On the other, the pattern of being excluded, especially from something as monumental as a twin pregnancy, might deepen the sense that she's not valued the way her married siblings are. For longtime followers of the Duggars, this becomes more than just a pregnancy story. It's a glimpse into the unspoken hierarchy inside the family. And when the Duggar family thrives on togetherness as part of their brand, the idea of a fractured dynamic, with one of their central figures feeling left out, is both shocking and telling. For decades, Duggar pregnancies have been treated almost like royal announcements. Think back, when a Duggar couple was expecting, it was usually front-page material. Glossy People magazine spreads, TLC specials, or carefully staged Instagram reveals complete with matching outfits and scripture references. The pregnancies weren't just family news, they were part of the Duggar brand. Every baby bump reinforced the image of the family as fruitful and blessed, a walking testimony to their faith and lifestyle. But this alleged twin pregnancy secrecy? That's a whole different story. It flips the script. Instead of feeding into the Duggar PR machine, it suggests that cracks may be forming in the once polished image. The decision to keep it private, if intentional, raises eyebrows. Why wouldn't the family, who has made a living off publicizing babies, lean into the publicity this time? That silence says more than a press release ever could. And here's where Jana comes in. As the eldest daughter, she's often been cast in the role of caretaker, not celebrated wife or mother. If a sibling's major pregnancy news was kept from her, or kept from public view, her reported fury could reflect deeper issues: resentment, alienation, or even rebellion against the Duggar family, united front. For years, Jana was the reliable one, the quiet backbone of the household. But if she's angry, it shows that even the most loyal Duggar may be reaching her breaking point. Zooming out, this isn't happening in isolation. We're seeing a major shift in the Duggar dynamic. Jinger Duggar is busy writing books that challenge the family's old teachings. Jill Duggar has openly distanced herself from her parents, exposing hidden tensions. Now, add a secretive pregnancy to the mix, and suddenly the brand's foundation, built on openness and family first, looks shakier than ever. Of course, the media has latched onto this narrative. Tabloids frame it as pure drama. Who knew what and when? Fan forums dissect every Instagram story, speculating about who's hiding what. YouTube commentary channels turn whispers into 20-minute breakdowns. And ironically, the secrecy makes the story even bigger than a straightforward announcement. A normal Duggar pregnancy reveal would get attention, but a hidden one? That's scandalous. That's fuel for endless speculation. In other words, what might have been just another Duggar baby story has become something much more explosive. The silence itself is the headline. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture, because this isn't just about one hidden pregnancy or even Jana's frustration. It's really about how the Duggar family image is shifting in real time. For years, pregnancies were front-page material in Duggar land. Whether it was magazine exclusives, TLC specials, or carefully staged Instagram reveals, babies were not just blessings, they were branding. The Duggar family built an entire public identity on being fruitful, multiplying, and sharing it all with the world. So the decision to keep a twin pregnancy quiet is actually a major cultural shift within the family. Younger Duggars are starting to draw new boundaries. We've seen Jinger step back from the spotlight and tell her story on her own terms. Jill has distanced herself from the family's control altogether. And now, even within the siblings who still align with the Duggar way of life, there's a noticeable move toward privacy. In today's world, where social media scrutiny is intense and criticism can overwhelm any happy announcement, this choice makes sense. But here's why Jana's situation stands out so much. She's the eldest daughter, still single at 34, often cast in the caretaker role instead of the celebrated one. For decades, she supported her siblings as they built families of their own. And now, when a milestone as big as twins is kept from her, or from the public, her frustration feels heavier. It's not just about being left out of a secret. It's about being sidelined yet again in a family that thrives on big moments. There's also something symbolic about twins in the Duggar world. Twins mean double blessings, double attention, and historically, double the media appeal. Think about how Jim, Bob, and Michelle always leaned into the bigger is better narrative. Twins amplify that story. So for a Duggar twin pregnancy to be hidden rather than broadcast, that's not just unusual, it's almost unthinkable for this family's brand. Fan reactions reflect this divide too. Some are praising the privacy move, saying it's refreshing to see a Duggar step back from constant publicity. Others are more critical, wondering if secrecy just fuels more drama and speculation. And right in the middle of this tension sits Jana, whose anger isn't just personal, but also symbolic of the Duggar brand cracking at its edges. Her struggle highlights a family caught between the old way of doing things, maximum exposure, and a new reality where boundaries, privacy, and individuality matter more. So, whether this pregnancy was kept private for personal reasons or as part of a bigger shift in how the Duggars handle their public lives, one thing is clear. Jana's frustration has become a central talking point. It's not just about a baby announcement. It's about family loyalty, shifting dynamics, and the ongoing tug-of-war between private lives and public brands. This moment proves that even in one of the most carefully curated families, secrets can still create shockwaves. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the Duggar family and beyond. And with that said, until next time, stay tuned, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.